Hello everyone and welcome to JP Creation, and in this video we are going to start with the rigging process. To rig we will first start by creating the joints, and second we will be binding the joints with the model so that the model deforms with the joint, and the third process will be creating controllers and assigning different constraint to the joints. So let's start. So we have to change the menu selector from modeling to rigging, and then after changing this to rigging, go to skeleton and hit on creating join option box, reset this, and coming to this we have to go to the side view and then start creating the joints. We can hide the clothes layer from the layer panel, so go inside channel box and layer editor and hide the layer in which we have kept the clothes, assigned the clothes, and also we can make this look x-ray mode. So we can click over here, or we can go to the shading and then click on x-ray. Now create one join here, then second join will be created over here, and third join will come over here in this way. So we have to create the join in this way, and after creating the joint, also in the front view we can click on shading and then go to x-ray joint so that we can see the overall joint in this way, and press W to move the joint to the right side of the model. After keeping it here, we can also rotate this by pressing E and rotating in this way, but whenever we rotate it, you can see in the channel box we can see in the rotation Z there is some value, so we don't want this value and we also want to rotate it at the same time. So to do this we have one more option that is called orientation, and to do that we have to press Ctrl+A on the keyboard and go to attribute editor. Inside this we have one option called joint orientation. If we hold Ctrl and middle mouse click and drag, we can see that the joints are been rotating now, and again if we press Ctrl+A and go to the channel box, we do not see any value in the rotation of X, Y and Z. So this is the perfect way in which we can rotate the joints and do not change the value of the rotation. So create a joint in this way, and after creating this, first we do not need to rotate it, so I will press Ctrl+Z and again come back here where we have created the joint, and coming to the side view we will also create the joint at the foot. So to create this, again go to skeleton, click on create joint option box, reset this, create one joint over here outside anywhere in the free space. After creating it, hold V on the keyboard, or else we can also click over here, snap to point, and then with middle mouse click keep it at the center of this joint. And after keeping it here, now we can again check off this snap to point and then create one joint over here and the other joint over here. So in this way we have created the foot joint. After creating this, we can come again to the perspective view and see that it has been created properly or not. So this is good, looking good. Now we have to select this joint over here, and after selecting this joint we can move this joint over here by clicking on this X arrow and then keeping it here. Again press Ctrl+A. After pressing Ctrl+A, hold Ctrl and With middle mouse click on this joint orientation Z axis, we can rotate it little bit. Yes, till here it is okay. After doing this, now select this joint, and by keeping this option on, snap to point, we have to move in this axis over here. Again, press Ctrl plus A to go to the channel box and turn off this body layer. And by zooming here, we can see it has been properly set in the center or not. So keep this option on, and using this face we can keep it in the middle. In the same way, we can go to the front view and check this is looking properly. So now we can turn on this and see in the perspective mode. So in the perspective mode, we can see that we are not able to see the joint, so we can again go to the shading mode and check on the X-ray joints so that we can see it. Now if we go to the top view and in shading, we can keep this X-ray joint and X-ray both this option on. So the foot is little bit in diagonal shape and the joint is straight, so we have to also rotate this. So here it is a short joint, so we can rotate this simply by pressing E and going to the top view using this outermost ring which is in cyan color. So whenever I take the cursor over that, it will turn into yellow color, and then we can rotate it a little bit in this axis. So now it's been done properly, rotated, and till here we have to create and rotate it properly. So till here it has been done properly, and now we have to rename each of the joints. So to rename it, first we will select this joint and come over here and rename it left underscore hip underscore joint, left hip joint. Select the second joint over here and then rename this left. We can also do one thing. If we don't want to type again and again, we can come over here and copy this. Select this joint and come over here and paste it, and select the hip and replace it by typing knee, left knee joint. Again zoom over here, select the outermost joint and rename it. First paste whatever we have copied and then replace it with left ankle joint. So select this joint and rename this, first paste it and then rename it left ball joint, ball joint. Select the last joint and then paste and replace with left toe joint. Okay, so rename it properly so that there is no confusion further while doing the rigging, and after rigging while we append the controllers and give animation to the joint. So that is why we have to rename it properly. In the next lecture we are going to look how to mirror the leg joint on the opposite side.